Slow down, slow down, slow down. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa is up. Horror Vision 2020. Thank you for joining us in peace and unity. It is good to be back. We as humans need to come together to watch and learn everything horror. Horror Vision 2020. Me and Tommy have slowed down a little bit. We've been working on so many different projects, and that's truly a blessing. And it's good to be doing this again today and bringing this to you because we have another beautiful, beautiful woman, a woman in film. She's a producer. She's beautiful inside and out. Such a joy to talk to her. Truly was. Can't wait to do another interview with her. She's got like 31 producing credits, many more coming right now. She started a production house called Sumner Twins Productions, or Sumner Twins Talent, which is a production house that works with a family of people, a horror family. She started off little and now they've grown, and they keep on putting out awesome and fun movies for us all to watch. And that's the beauty about working independent. So if you're an independent filmmaker and you want to know how people tend to do it and how they make their movies, in her particular case, she does a lot of crowdfunding and also angel group investing as well. But she talks all about that. So tune in and listen to that. You'll find out how to what might be your best fit to make a film. And it's great because all these women in film, all these women in horror and everywhere, it's fantastic to hear, that side of it. And it's good things to do. She does a lot with Legion M, which maybe you, or maybe not, maybe you do, or maybe you don't know about it. It's a fan-owned production company, and it was meant to get everybody out of, you make films without being a big studio production. And, Stanley, Kevin Smith, and a lot of other people are part of that, which is a really, really cool thing. Check that out. They got some great movies as well as she does. She's working right now with, I think, Joseph Kelly on Clown Motel 2. She worked with him on Clown Motel. Our homeboy, Joe Castro, with Terror Tunes 4. She's working on a film called Appetite for Sin, which is going to be great. It's good to hear that all these things are getting back into production. So, I keep on talking. She's got so many movies. She is an awesome person, and you guys really, really, really need to tune in. I keep on chattering, Chatterbox Jim, chatter. Let's get ready and be educated and laugh and have fun with a 45-minute interview with the beautiful and intelligent Angela Josephi. She is definitely a mother first.
So guess what? We got to start over. I forgot to press record because we filmmaker, female filmmaker.
So we can start and just go all the way to the beginning. You guys can edit.
All the way back. Explain about your twins. What's the name of your company?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm so fucking sorry.
So what I can do is stop the video. There you go.
You're coming
There's
out
our marker. There's our marker.
exactly the right time.
Yeah, the Sumner Twins Talent. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm the mom of 2 sets of twins and a single. Kids have been my first thing for many, many years. The girls are almost 27, and the younger twins are almost 16. And then my single son, Brandon, will be 17 tomorrow. So
Tomorrow. Tell him happy birthday from Horror Vision 2020.
yes, he'll love it. He'll love it. So we initially did the family thing in Colorado, and we had lots of fun, doing sports, and going to games and all of that wonderful stuff. And then I ended up going to New Mexico to work for Hewlett Packard.
Yeah, but first, I would love to hear about before, like you were in law enforcement.
Yes, I was in law enforcement in the 90s. And then with the girls being so young, I wanted to make sure that I was around for them. So I went ahead and hung that up early and raised the girls. And then the boys, there's a big gap. There's 10 years between Brandon, the single, and his twin sisters. So he's the one who's going to be 17 tomorrow. And he, after doing the law enforcement, I worked for the Army Air Force Exchange Service. I've always been like a military brat. My dad raised me. My dad was Army, and my grandpa as well. So instead of serving, because I couldn't serve with the girls, I just went ahead and worked for the Department of Defense and worked on base, a number of different bases, to serve the soldiers. So that way, at least I could say I was doing something for people that are out there, fighting for our country.
Fighting for us.
So that's initially how I ended up in New Mexico. I was at Kirkland Air Force Base working for the exchange down there. And then I got on with Hewlett Packard, the big computer company, and out in Rio Rancho, and there's also an Intel plant out there. So it's like a nerd haven. They wanted to be like a new Silicon Valley, but it never really blew up the way they wished it would. But filmmaking down there was the only thing. That was the only thing that was fun. I mean, we were super bored. I had horses and chickens, and we were doing all that fun stuff, but once a year you get the balloon fiesta, and that was like the ultimate excitement, to see the alien balloon flying over my house, in the morning. I remember I've got pictures of that on Facebook that pop up in my memories sometimes.
On top of that, I grew up with horses, and I miss, it's weird being in LA, because you can go and pay $50 to go ride them in Burbank. But it's not the same. It's not the same as being in New Mexico or northern Michigan, where you just hey, you go.
Exactly. Wide open spaces.
Yeah.
Wide open spaces. We hope to be able to open up our movie ranch down there. You have an acre in New Mexico, and it's been on my slate for a lot of years.
Isn't Netflix opening?
Oh yeah,
in Albuquerque, right?
Albuquerque Studios. Netflix is opening a hub. I-25 Studios. We've got Eve's Movie Ranch, a number of other movie ranches down there. And I'm trying to put one in Rio Rancho on my acre. And then I've also discussed the acres around it. I've got information on who owns those. So when it comes down to it, I can spread it out to maybe 7 acres. It won't be huge, but it will be enough to get started with some of the projects and filmmakers that we work with down there.
Let's make movies.
Yes. Yes, even if they're old Western with horses. Yeah.
So tell us about how you started with the movies.
Okay, so I was working at Hewlett Packard, and that's where we were. I was working at HP, and Facebook is on their servers. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but Facebook is one of Hewlett Packard's clients. Okay. So, I worked with them, but they also, Hewlett Packard required all of us to have Facebook open on all of our computers throughout all the floors. So we were testing and playing games while we're working, because you got to remember, we're nerds. We can do 15 things at once.
Yeah.
All of that is fine and dandy, but I got bored. So I was like, you guys, can I put a Facebook page up for New Mexico Extras casting so that I can start people, finding jobs in New Mexico? They're like, yeah, sure. It's still there. Over 11,000 people like the page. It's been getting New Mexicans jobs since 2011. And yeah, I got to start that while I was at work. It was pretty cool. Go internet and go nerds. It was fun. So the first thing we did was we did a 48-hour film project. And that's when we really fell in love. Because we did start to finish a little music video, and it was 48 hours from somebody writing it, shooting it, editing it, putting it together, turning it in. We fell in love as a family. Even the little boys, they were young then too, and the girls were a little older. So once the girls got their GED, I told them that we could test them out, because we homeschooled for a while. So then they tested out, got their GED, and went ahead and started doing casting calls. And we were on, the first one that was super exciting for me was The Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's one of my favorites. And I got to be background with him. My daughter was in it as well. And I got to really, work closely, in the crowd that was right behind him in the opening scenes of that movie. What I wanted people to know, if you want to get into acting, and background is basically where almost everybody starts. Yeah. Everybody starts as background or production assistant, go for this, go for that, hurry up and wait. Whatever you're doing, learn everything you can while you're on that set. While I was on those sets with those production assistants, they started recognizing me because they crossed over with different casting companies and worked different films. So with The Last Stand, they're like, Angela knows what she's doing. Let's put the walkie-talkie in her purse. So that way, whenever we need her area of the crowd to do anything, we'll let her know through her through my purse. So that was really, really neat. And then when we worked on Odd Thomas with Anton Yelkin, it was one of the most amazing experiences that myself and my daughters ever went through. I remember Miss Brittany was pregnant with my first grandson, Levante, and we were running through the mall. We didn't know what we were running from because we hadn't obviously read the whole script or anything like that. As background, you don't get to know any of that. They're just like, somebody's getting shot. So you just heard gunshots. Everybody run for your lives, right? So we're running and they use my girl's actual scream in the movie. That is their real scream. So I thought we got a kick out of that. Yeah. First time running on this scene, nobody knew it was coming. Well, it's Anton. Odd Thomas is coming from the opposite end of the mall. We're all running this way. He's running this way. First take, him and Brittany, bam! It was hilarious, you know. Cut, reset, back to one. We're like, oh, okay. Would have helped if anybody knew what was going on, but nobody told us what was coming. So, that was great. And then they did a couple different malls in New Mexico. It was Cottonwood, and then I can't remember the name of the other one. But my girls went to both days for shooting. Actually, they did 3 days on set. And so they got to dine with Anton 2 days in a row.
Wow.
I guess he was they said he was just so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's weird how impactful, like his death, like it's like anybody dies, but like for some reason, like because he was such a good actor and like his roles and everything else, like when he, like the way he passed away, when he passed away, it was just like, wow, no way.
No, it wasn't like drug overdose or any, you know what I mean? It was
like a Jeep, come on. Really?
I know.
He's such a good actor.
Okay, sorry, I don't mean to be.
I know, but you gotta bring it up. You gotta respect them when they're here and when they're gone.
Yep.
It was just nice to be able to work with him and know firsthand that he was an awesome soul.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, because my girls were like 17. I mean, they weren't adults yet. They were young, and it was just so nice that he treated them like normal people.
Yep.
In the process of working on these sets, we've gotten to work with some amazing talent, and they've always had an eye for the girls. Like, you guys are going to do great. Just keep it up, you know. And the girls are now in film school. But when we moved back to Colorado, because we got our start down in New Mexico, and then my daughter started having babies. I have 2 grandsons now. So I had to move back here to Colorado because I wasn't about to be away from them.
I know
that's not what it's about.
I lived in Fort Collins for a while. I love Colorado. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm in Aurora. I'm really near the base. I have got to stay near my.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, I've got to. I love being in the flight pattern and hearing them take off whenever they're out playing in their planes. But yeah, so our first one out here in Colorado, we got, like, the whole family got cast as extras for Netflix original Amateur with Brian White. He's from Stomp the Yard. And Michael Rainey. He's from, what was it? Orange is the New Black.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, Michael Rainey. And he and the girls, him and Brian White. My girls loved them anyhow. So they'd already seen them in some of their stuff. And then when they got to meet them, we all got to dine with them. Yeah. You know, when we were on set for Amateur. And Brian White had some of the best conversations with my daughters, and it never left them, you know, about writing and producing and learning and doing everything, you know. And now my daughters have written and directed probably 4 or 5 short films each. Awesome. You know, they're doing wonderful. You know, I think they're in like 3rd year at Colorado Film School, and They put out excellent work. And now I've just been, you know, like with Compatible, which we just filmed out here in January, Gino Alfonso's first feature film. And we just finished filming that, and the girls were on set doing script supervising and doing the clapper. I mean, they just had so much fun. Even had my sons on set for that one. So they got to be production assistants on a feature
I know
film.
a family affair thing. My boys, even if they were babies, I would always give them an associate producer credit so they have it already on their
Yes.
IMDb. So
Yes.
no matter what,
Yep.
they got credited. Even if
Yes.
they're diapers.
Yes,
Yep.
I kind of started similar to that, but what I was doing was managing the girls' IMDb page and developing their careers on IMDb through all the stuff that I was doing and through all my publicity. And then when you look at my resume, because I was also in Breaking Bad, people look at that and they're just like, oh my
I'm
God.
watching that right now. I'm watching the last.
I love Breaking
know.
Bad.
I'm
You know, and
rewatching
a lot of my friends have been on Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, you know, Two Guns. I mean, there's so many New Mexico films.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Aliens, there's just so many.
Cool. Yeah.
The Lone Ranger, you know, we had
I like
so much fun down there when I was down there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
And
So that's
it's
how
so
you got started. That's awesome.
That's how I got started.
beautiful.
We have to change it to a family affair. I don't want to build a football team, so I built a production company.
That's what I did too. Yep.
Yep, it's brilliant. That's
Yeah.
Twins
Even though
talent.
my sons, they don't want to work with me anymore. You have two in visual effects and one that does post stuff. But I
Yeah.
have one little boy that just is writing with me, so that's good.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my grandson's the one like, yeah, let's do this video game. We'll write this one and we'll write that. And he's like 7. I'm like, okay.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
What are your daughters? I mean, is there any aspirations like to move from Colorado to like Los Angeles or New York or anything like that? I mean,
Now, I want Palm Springs.
Yeah, there
Palm
you go.
Springs or Vegas. I'm more of a warm weather girl, and I don't necessarily have to be in the limelight. I'll go
Right.
down for a red carpet or whatever, but I always come home. Now, you guys I haven't been out there obviously that much this year because we've been locked down, but normally I do 3 to 5 red carpets a year.
Mhm.
Awesome. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
That's a
I
fun
mean,
one.
I saw you
Yeah.
at a Nation's Fire. Nation's
Yes.
Fire. I saw you there, and I was with Eileen, and she's like, I got to introduce you. I'm like, I got to go. I had to go home because I had to do stuff.
Oh,
So I just like passed you. So I saw you.
Yes, so I was helping with the red carpet there.
Yeah.
For Kristen. Yeah, that was awesome. They have Xenophobia and Nation's Fire.
Yeah. We just interviewed Joe Castro.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Joe is in all kinds of my work.
Awesome.
Oh, I love Joe.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a great guy.
And you'll be happy to know you're going to be the first year.
Okay.
I just came on as a co-producer for Sherry Davis's Drained.
Awesome. We were just talking about Sherry yesterday because we talked to someone that wrote a short for her from Michigan.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes. They're her short film, Drained. I just came on as a co-producer.
Yes.
I love Sherry. She is such an amazing filmmaker. And yes, women in film.
Yep, definitely. For sure. So what are you working on now? Because are you an agent, actress?
No. No, we are a production house. We are independent. Okay, we're not an agency. Nobody, we're not contractually binding with anybody. We promote each other's work. We promote our own work, and we help establish publicity for everybody that we're working with and around. If you notice, as you followed me, all of us now are working together on this project, that project, that project. Like I said, just came on with Sherry's this morning.
Yeah.
We all put in to all of ours like it was our own. We're a big film production house.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be Sumner Twins to benefit from Sumner Twins talent helping you with what you're doing.
Oh, we're gonna have to dig in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you do.
We've
It's a give and take. It's a give and take because, if you notice, we only have one special effects artist in Sumner Twins, and that's Joe Castro.
Yeah.
Just about every bit of work that comes through, he's already on the film anyway,
Yeah.
or, he comes on just like that.
Yeah.
And then Eileen Dietz, She's all over it as
I
well.
love Eileen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And Joseph Kelly, one of the biggest and best up and coming filmmakers in the industry. You guys have got to watch. Keep your eye on Joe
Well,
Kelly.
We are friends, and we interviewed him. He was one of our first interviews, actually. He was
one of our
awesome.
very first ones. Yeah.
Nice.
He's
Yeah,
awesome.
Joe's pretty awesome. He's really awesome. I got to meet him for the first time on Cloud Motel Spirits Arise down in Tonopah.
Are they shooting the second one right now?
They did a day shoot, and that's you saw Sherry posting.
Yeah, I saw Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry did the makeup for the clown that they did for that shot.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it is started. It has started.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome though, because
Slow process right now. Everything's
It
so.
is. It is.
slow.
I don't fly out until end of August. We're gonna get most of the principal done end of August.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's cool. Well, maybe I'll see you on there. We will come meet you.
Yes, because you're on it too, right?
I am somehow. I just I run Motor City Nightmares, so I was gonna
Right.
you guys out and do that. So next year for sure, you can come premiere whatever you have.
Okay.
Where are they?
Cool.
Where are they shooting? I forget. Where are they
We're
shooting?
shooting in Tonopah, Nevada, Boulder
Oh,
City,
okay.
Boulder City,
Are you
Nevada.
in
Yep.
in the Clown Motel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The actual.
Yes.
one.
Yes. And you've seen the first one, right, Tommy?
I have not. I saw Clown Fear. Sorry. I went to.
Oh God.
I just go to the premieres that Eileen invites me. I went to
Eileen was at ours. Eileen was at ours. But that was my first premiere. And I
might not have been here yet. I've only been here a year. So I
okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that was in 2018. So that was a little while.
I
I
wasn't here
can't
yet.
believe I've been doing this that long.
That's
Yeah.
awesome though. No, but you're continually working, and that's the hardest thing.
I know, but it seems to come natural, because once I worked with Joseph the first time, he was such a great filmmaker to watch. The way he treats people is beyond, outstanding. He's so full of respect and dignity, and he's got a great work ethic.
Yeah.
So after working with him the first time, we just clicked, and we keep working on projects, and it works, because I guess, birds of a feather, the same work ethic. And
that's kind of what me and Jim are doing. He's actually,
awesome.
I hired him to be a lead in a couple of my movies, and then I ended up out here just like right down the street.
Bad idea.
And then I ended up right down the street from him, and we just started working together. Again, it's just like
the way to do it.
stuff moving. And
Yeah, and that's the joy, like especially with what you're doing, like with how you created this family and it's blossoming.
Mhm.
With and it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, a big plume cloud of relationships. And when you work with people that that's really like, even when obviously when you work with, like when you first worked with Joseph, you're like, you loved it.
yeah.
And
Right,
you're like,
it was a
okay,
lot
and
of
now
fun.
and it continues and continues, and that family grows and
Exactly.
grows, and it's just a beautiful experience when that happens that way.
Because the funny thing is, I probably know almost everyone you work with.
I think you do. I'm pretty sure you do.
I'm in the horror world.
I know. So Marcel, right?
Marcel.
Walls.
I know the name. I don't remember.
I know.
Blind. The director and writer of Blind.
Blind. Oh yeah, I went to his Halloween party.
Okay, so I haven't been to a Halloween party.
I don't know him personally though. I know Sarah and Joe.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Because they used to do a lot of conventions and stuff. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I know about Marcel. I've never actually been introduced to him. So.
Oh, he is a wonderful,
I
wonderful filmmaker and person. He's super awesome. He's super awesome.
And then
He had me work with him on Blind for the premiere, and
That's awesome. Did it get distribution already? I think.
Yeah, he's got some. Well, he has some announcements he was gonna make. I'm not sure if he made them or not, because we've been so busy. But they've got the mask for Halloween. I know the doll is the action figure is coming, and I know his distribution is too, but he's got to make that announcement.
I work a little with Stuart Allison over at ITN. And
Okay.
I'm hoping to do some more work with Vision. I have to see Lisa Rowanoff, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Yes,
because distribution is sometimes the hardest thing. Actually,
it
most.
really is. And Clown Motel, we're with ITN. Clown Motel, Spirits Rise is with
Yeah,
ITN.
that's what Joe said. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But they'll and right now everybody needs content. So you are in the right place right now because you can position yourself. So somebody that we interviewed recently, he's a filmmaker of The Wretched. He's one of
Oh,
the
nice.
Wretched, because he's from Michigan. I know him from Michigan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Some stuff before, and we didn't even know it when we were doing it hadn't been released when we did the interview.
Oh,
It
okay.
got released and it went to all of the drive-ins and now the #1 movie for how many.
The day we did the interview, he was going to the first premiere at the Tiki thing in California, and he's like, "Yeah,
That's
we're
amazing.
premiering our movie," and it made over $1 million. It's still making money in the box office.
Still making money in the box office. So.
That's great.
I
And
know.
we're hungry for new content, and that's what I've been, focused on all this time is bringing new content from new filmmakers.
Yep.
Not the old stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's great to work with all of the greats, like Tony Moran and Ari Lehman and Eileen D.
Kissy face Tony Moran. He's always kissing.
I love Tony. He's so sweet.
Oh, he is sweet.
He is so sweet.
He's sweet. Ari's nice too. He's been in my show. But actually, both of them have been in my show before.
Yes, yes. And they're both in Clown Motel.
Yep. And Felissa, she's a good friend now. So, and Tiffany.
Felissa, yes. Dowling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Elise, I just met her. Elise.
Elisa Dowling.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I met Felissa Rose.
Felissa Rose. Okay,
Yeah.
I have not met Felissa Rose.
Oh, when you meet her, she's like a kin. You just.
Yeah,
love
she was at those events, but I don't think I had anybody introduce me, and that's okay because I'm not. Sometimes I'm really bad. I'm like, okay, what movie? And I don't want to do that and embarrass myself, because
actually they don't care.
I know, but there's some years that I was not watching movies because the kids I was raising children. So the movies that I saw were in the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, the newer ones, I'm like, oh boy, I better watch this. Okay, I know this person, so I got to watch that. And, we get down to that and it's more fun.
You don't have to watch any of our movies. You don't have to.
Yes, I do. That's the way we keep it supported. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll send you my Amazon link to Clown Motel, and you send me one of yours.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because we're on Amazon Prime, so you can watch it there. We're also on Tubi and Walmart and all those fun places.
That's the one thing that ITN has is they have a very good distribution.
They sure do.
So
they sure do.
What's your experience with QB? I know it's like, has it been like, is that getting a lot of views? Do you know, or like?
Yeah, I know that the Tubi gets a lot of views because it's free for people that don't even have Prime. But I know most of our filmmakers have Prime, so it's it's better to watch it without commercials.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're diehard horror, you got to get the DVDs because the extra stuff is
right. That's my son.
Yeah.
That's my son. They are diehard. They always get the steel books and everything. They want the physical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, want the physical thing, the autographs, and all that wonderful stuff.
They are
business. So.
They're starting to put like that content with like streaming purchases, but it's not the same. Like you can't necessarily buy a streaming and then get 3 hours of bonus footage and behind the scenes and everything else.
Yeah.
But they'll put like 45 minutes. Like sometimes there's like an hour of extra content with the purchase.
Well, that's really neat. That's really neat. I'm glad that they're starting to do that because we need that extra content.
I know because that's what people love are the behind the scenes. That's why they like even these interviews because
it's lots of fun.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, if I watched the movie, I would spend more time watching all the bonus stuff because I love the way, not just being an actor, I love the way films are made and everything else. And it's almost educational to watch some of that stuff if you really love and truly love film. to see like what they're doing, how it's done, the goofs and everything else, and it's just so much
the
fun to see
special
that.
effects, the blood, the gore,
Yes.
Joe Castro, buckets of blood. I cannot wait. So you got to see Clown Motel. I'm Jane Doe.
Okay,
My daughter plays the young version of me, and we're both in the movie.
that's awesome.
So you'll recognize my voice when I.
I'm excited to see it now. I'm excited
Yeah.
to work with you sometime. This is gonna be great.
It's gonna be so much fun. It's a lot of fun.
because
And
I
Clown
know
Motel, when I wasn't on set, when I wasn't working, in front of the camera, I was working behind the camera, feeding a whole bunch of clowns, and and cleaning up the kitchen and making sure I was like a house mom.
yeah.
Yep, a true mother.
Independent shoot, right?
That's the way to do it. I had my girls out there too, so I was like, okay, who's cooking?
Yeah.
Look at me. Okay, I guess we're making food.
Yeah.
I love it. That's the unity. That's the beauty. Like you are a
Yeah.
true mother.
Right. But that's
Exactly.
Taking care of everybody.
you'll be able to keep making movies and never have to stop. And that, to me, that's a dream. I don't need to make studio movies. I just want to keep creating.
Exactly. I've never wanted to make studio movies. I mean, it was fun to learn it, as an extra.
Yeah.
But being an extra, you learned as much as your little mind could absorb.
Right. Yeah. I was an extra on just a couple things recently, but
Mhm.
and it was fun because I didn't have to worry about
The
anything
whole
on the
thing.
shoot. I was like, yes, I can just sit here and do nothing.
The world of extras is probably because of coronavirus. I hope it doesn't change a whole lot, but
Oh,
It's going to change because it's going to have to market. I know you guys can't hear this, but hold on a second. Robert, will you please go let my dogs out so that they stop screaming?
Oh, I didn't even hear it.
I know you can't hear it, but it's driving me crazy. I got a chihuahua up there that you think somebody's killing her. It's my Eskimo. Well, let my Eskimo down here. God. At the top of her little lungs. Bring her down. She won't do the stairs. We're about to have a dog, a dog on film.
Oh, that's okay. That's fine. We've had many animals on here.
I know that's the one nice thing that I've noticed, even like with Good Morning America, when everybody's doing it from home, you get to see the pets and the kids, and absolutely awesome. It's Gemma.
Oh,
All right.
So cute.
She said, I heard voices. Gemma, they're right there. All right, now she won't scream.
So what are you working on now?
Okay,
Okay, here we
now.
go.
I know, let's see. Right now, we are in post-production for Compatible. We plan on a Valentine's Day 2021 release for Compatible.
Nice.
And that's the Screen Life thriller that everybody was just down in Colorado filming. And we had just started pre-production and production on Clown Motel 2, Death Do Us Part, and Appetite for Sin with Matthew Beneha. We are,
He was wearing the shirt. He was wearing.
yeah, we got those shirts too. I didn't wear mine today, but I wore mine. I got all of them.
Oh, I love that. It is so cute.
Yeah, they're all over there.
Mine is from Lost Boys. So.
Oh, nice. The Frog Brothers. Love it. Love it. It's one of my favorite movies. I love The Lost Boys.
Yep.
And we have Appetite for Sin with Matthew. That one is going to be finished. We're going to be filming again soon. He's gotten a lot done so far. I'm a producer on that. But yeah, everybody that's Joe Castro and Eileen and Joseph Kelly and Sherry. She's one of the vampires. Julianne.
Oh,
Yeah, we've got.
Phil Put. Bill's wife.
Yes.
I know her. Yeah, well, I know her because of the conventions. Because
Yeah.
do a lot of
Days of the Dead. Days of the Dead. Exactly.
Yep.
So yeah, we have a wonderful horror family, don't we?
Yep.
Women in horror are the best.
And I can even help it grow because I have all the other people that
Oh, let it grow. If you ever need anything from me, I mean, I'm a super duper nerd. You know, I do everything from IMDb. Yeah, you too. I love it.
I'm not good at that stuff. I'm not good at, like, anyone that updates the IMDb is never me.
Yeah, I'm really good at that. I really enjoy doing that.
I'm such a nerd. I'm a nerd that way. I'm like, oh, none of that stuff. And I'm still learning the Facebook.
The Facebook, the book, the book.
The gram, the Insta.
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah. I finally figured out to turn on my Insta so it posts to Facebook so I don't double post pictures.
Yeah. I think I have a Twitter account connected to something, but I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I like Twitter. Because my publicist is Jimmy Starr. Have you met Jimmy Starr?
Jimmy Starr.
Jimmy Starr and Ron Russell. Oh my God.
I think so. I think they're my Facebook friends.
Yeah, they should be your Facebook friends, and they do their show every Wednesday, and that's unfortunately why I couldn't join you yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I'm always in their chat room, and I've been on their show many, many times, and I know like almost everybody that they have on the show, and it's just so much fun. And they, Jimmy is my publicist, so anything that I do, he's involved in. Anything that he does, I promote for him. You know, it goes back and forth.
That's awesome.
Nope.
So do you guys just totally only use Kickstarter?
No, Indiegogo and Kickstarter. So when we're doing the beginning of a film,
but only crowdfunding.
we only use crowdfunding. With our independent films, we're only using crowdfunding. Now Jimmy is involved in some serious productions that he's looking for, like 150,000 to 1.5 million. So he's not crowdfunding those. They're looking for the angel investors and people that are used to investing that way. We like doing the crowdfunding because we're working smaller budget films, and one thing that we're holding true to, we're not selling our projects.
Yeah.
We're holding our rights to our projects.
But some
We're
people
not gonna
are actually making some money from it.
Exactly.
I went through with it for me. And
Uh-huh.
a lot of the rewards, they actually made money so they can do the next one.
Exactly. And then you also build a fan base of backers as well as producers, people like me. I don't necessarily have to be in front of the camera, Joe gave me a great role in Clown Motel 1, and now obviously it's a little bit deeper in the second one, but that wasn't really what I wanted to, thrive to do.
But when you're with
he's making me learn like a whole script. So
when you're with a family of people, it's so fun. You know what I mean? So like, as I don't like to be in front of the camera, but on a lot of my movies, I always did a little cameo.
Oh yeah, well that's what I thought mine was gonna be, but not in the set. Not in.
Though I don't like to talk.
I got a lot of lines. And I got to work with people like Eileen Dietz, so I better be studying my ass off. Hi.
Yep.
I don't want to, sit there and look like just an amateur. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
no.
Don't worry. You won't.
I won't allow it.
I'm not going to let it
Not gonna happen.
It's not. You got me reaching out to people like Billy Huffsey. Can I take a class? Billy Huffsey from Fame, remember him?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, he has a performing arts school out there in LA.
That's cool. Yep. I know Dee Wallace used to teach acting.
Yes,
so.
She'd be amazing to work with too.
Oh, well, you know what? There's a whole bunch of people that I am personal friends with because of the shows that if you need to talk to them, there's like another person that would be great for your movies. I don't know if you know him. His name is Robert Mukes.
Well, yeah, he's in Appetite for Sin.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was going to say that.
And Matthew had him in his short film too.
Really good. He's one of those guys that everybody loves.
Yes.
Everybody loves him.
And then with Dee Wallace, I'm an associate producer on 13 Fanboy. But I didn't get to be on set with Dee or anybody down there. But Deborah Voorhees and I talk, anytime we need to. Deborah is awesome. She's from Friday the 13th, Part 5. She's the one that got the garden shears through the eyes.
Funny,
ended up with all the Playboy stuff. And yeah, she's awesome. Rock star, women in horror. There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's awesome. Now at Blind, I did get to meet Gabrielle Stone.
Oh, I love
Yes.
Oh, you met her daughter.
Daughter,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Her book.
And Joseph and I got to
so
sit
much.
next to Gabrielle and her new boy, and she was just releasing her book, right?
Awesome book. Her book
Mental
helped
health.
so much. So good. So good. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, Gabby, actually, she's done a convention, and it was, I think we brought her out for the first time because she had just done a movie then.
Oh,
Now
yes.
she's on to big things. They're going to do, I think, the book a series. So.
Oh, that's great, because
Yeah.
she's gotten such a reception. Because I remember when we were passing out the, for Blind, we were passing out the tickets, which was Marcel Wall's Pretty Boy mask.
Yeah.
And then we were also passing out a one sheet for Gabrielle's book and a one sheet for Clown Motel. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I've gotten to meet a lot of people at the red carpets promoting their stuff, as well as, you know, them meeting me because I'm at the table where they're signing in the
Yes.
guest list.
Awesome. That's
I
so
know.
cool.
I love it.
So when are we going to work together?
Hey, right around the corner.
I
You know, it's
know,
right
right?
around the corner.
And also, yeah, I've been writing stuff. Jim's been writing stuff. And then we just talked to another writer yesterday that he wrote some things for Sherry Davis and stuff before. Maternal Instinct. He wrote that Maternal Instinct that's in the
Welcome to Hell.
Welcome
to Hell.
Yeah,
Okay.
he wrote-
It's on Amazon. Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, so like, because that's the thing, building content right now is huge.
It is. It really is. And that's something else you can do for me, Tommy, after we're done, is you can send me like a message with some of the stuff that I need to go look at of yours, of you guys, so that I'll go watch it, you know? It's just amazing because I have these networks on Facebook. Yes, get it all in there.
I know.
And I share the stuff out there and everybody sees it.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
No, good. Then you can share this because it'll be a couple weeks before this comes out. So make sure you tell your son happy birthday.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
I know. What are you guys doing? Are you guys doing anything? Can you do anything in Colorado?
Not really. I don't know what. I mean, he's going to be 17. He wants to have his girlfriend over to see my little animal zoo. Because
Oh.
I have the bunnies. I got two bunny rabbits, and I've got my 3 chihuahuas, and then American Eskimo that you saw, and then a pit bull Jack Russell mix. So and a hamster. We can't forget the hamster.
So easily overlooked, the hamster.
The hamster until she bites you. And but yeah, my son wants his girlfriend to come over and see the bunnies and the hamster.
That's good.
Well, that'll be nice. So,
Yeah.
is there anything else you want to promote before we sign off?
Hey, have you guys heard of Legion M?
I invested $100 with them.
Good.
Like a long time ago. I think they forgot about me, but you know.
No, they didn't forget about you.
Okay.
I've invested in every round but 2.
Awesome.
Okay.
And we've had 6 rounds. So I was Legion M before I met Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a Legion M scout before I met Joe.
Explain about Legion M a little bit so people know.
Legion M is the first fan-owned production company. They were created to open the gates of Hollywood. Stan Lee, Kevin Smith backed Legion M, helped Legion M. We did Stan Lee's house party. We did his handprint preprint before he passed. And we also just recently got Kevin and Jay their handprint feet and footprints there too. Stanley always tears me up because he was an integral part of Legion M, and when he left us, he basically left the keys to the universe.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, and he opened it up for everybody to be able to be a part of Hollywood without having to be a big studio.
Yeah.
So we're kind of hand in hand with that because Legion M has created so much for me and my family. When we started with Legion M, my first project with them was Bad Samaritan, which was Dean Devlin. And you know who Dean Devlin is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Stargate, Independence Day, Leverage, The Librarians, Outpost.
He's Filipino too, right? I think he's Filipino, so one of the
Yes.
successful Filipinos.
Yes, yes. And most recently, he just did Almost Paradise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and they filmed that overseas. And he has a new TV station called Electric Now. If you have Roku or any streaming device, you can download Electric Now. It's going to give you pretty much electric entertainment content streaming for free, which is really nice. And that's from our buddy Dean. But after doing The Bad Samaritan at Starfest and his premiere, I got to keep all the extra swag. So all the posters and all the T-shirts. So I took those to Clown Motel.
Yeah.
And gave them to them. And then this has just been my consistency. As we release a movie, whatever I don't give away at the theaters, I take to my next red carpet. It ends up in the swag bags. So everybody in my community pretty knows about Legion M.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I really love what Legion M does. Like the idea behind it is brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it unites so many other people and it's, the way, to make those movies without having the control of the studio and things like that it gives so much more freedom.
It really does. It really does. And then, when this pandemic hit, Legion M put out the face masks. And if you go to their Legion M store and the masks, you'll see them. They've got Jason, and they've got Hannibal, and there's the Joker, and there's stuff from Mandy. And I love my Jay and Silent Bob ones. I've got that, and I've got the reboot, and then I also have Buddy Christ from Dogma.
I love Buddy Christ. I love Buddy Christ.
Somebody asked me in the store, "Is that Jesus on your face mask?" I said, "No, it's the Buddy Christ."
Buddy Christ. And if you don't get it, you don't get it.
They got it, but they laughed so hard. It's like, yeah.
Well, I can use George Carlin as a priest,
I know. And then to have him in another movie as a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
And the rules with Carrie Fisher and the rules of the road. Oh yeah, the boys are fun, aren't they?
Awesome. So that's cool. So Legion M, and do you have a website people want to go to?
Well, you can find Sumner Twins on Facebook or on IMDb. We're like I said, we're a production house, and we're not really necessarily promoting ourselves. We're promoting our people and our projects. And with Legion M, legionm.com, you can join the Legion for free. Join the Legion, you'll see it on their website, and you just sign up, put your email address in there and everything. They'll give you information on when the new rounds are coming out. It's crowdfunded on WeFunder, and that sections the series, the 6 regulations or whatever, where you're allowed to use crowdfunding to purchase stocks and start companies, and so that was one of the most fun startups that I've been involved in.
I had to send them a check.
Yeah.
I remember I had to send a check. It was
that because you must have been in like first round, or
very
were you
first
in
round? Yeah.
very first round? Okay. I was in second, third, fourth, and then 6th. I think I only missed 1 and 4, something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
I just sent them a check, and then I just get emails. So
But your share price was $6 and something, $6 and something cents a share. We're over $11 a share now, so you've actually made a little bit. But
how do I see that I even have shares? I'll look it up.
Look it up. Look it up for when the first because they just sent an email just yesterday actually. With some of the rounds, they're trying to put all of our shares into one service.
Oh, okay.
So I could see all of my shares except for this recent round.
Okay, cool.
So I could see 2 and 3. So yeah, they're messing with stuff because remember they broke everything that they used. They broke all of those websites because they're selling millions of dollars in stocks, and these people. These websites were just like crash. Oh my God.
That's awesome, though. No, it's awesome, and it's cool.
Yeah, it is.
So,
it is.
Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you so much for your time. This has been great.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a blast.
We're gonna interview you again because you have a bunch.
Yeah, I can't wait to interview you again. I can't wait. It's such a joy.
Fun.
Yes, they're gonna have so much fun. And the next time, I mean, even when we get off the interview today, there's probably gonna be 2 more things that pop up. Or like I should have said something
Always,
about that.
always.
Well, and we'll definitely probably touch base like when come August when you guys start shooting Clown Motel and promote that, and we'll probably do the same with Joseph Kelly
Yep.
and you know, like that'll be fun to
I
kind of
got a
come
little
back
apartment, but you
full
can stay with.
circle.
Aw.
And I said it on camera, so.
Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, I can't
Awesome.
wait to talk to you guys again. Can't wait to see you in the future. And yes, Motor City Nightmares. I can't wait for that.
be fun.
I was so sad when everything got shut down because Joe, you guys had just made your announcement.
I know. It was so hard because a whole year of, waiting,
Yep.
but it's all
Yeah.
right.
It's gonna be okay. We've all learned how to use Zoom quite well, haven't
Yes,
we?
we have. It's
Yep.
It makes it even more marketable.
I know.
Thank you. We will talk to you soon, Angela. Take care.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you
Bye.
so much. Woo!